All right, can this rust be fixed? Let's find out. This video is sponsored by Arccaptain. They sent me all these products so that we can make this video happen. All right, so there's a lot of options with this welder. You can use it for stick welding. You can use it with MIG welding with argon. You can use it with flux core welding, which is what we're gonna do. And then you can also, if you get an adapter, you can use it with lift TIG welding. So it comes with the adapter for the plug, comes with stickers. There's the torch, the ground, and the hose for the argon. And because I wanted to try it out, I had them send me one of these panoramic helmets and some welding gloves. So we'll try these out. So because we're gonna do the flux core, we're gonna set this up with the ground on that side to the left, and then this other ground's gonna go to the right. So I believe it's the opposite for if you're doing MIG welding with gas, with argon. With the helmet, once you get it, I recommend taking it out and leaving it out in the sun for a little bit, because the plastic kind of is squeezed a little bit while it's being shipped, just so it fits in the box and everything, and it doesn't feel very comfortable when you first get it. But once it's kind of loosened up a little bit, then it goes to its natural shape, and then it's good to go. So don't get discouraged when you first get it. Leave it out in the sun for a minute. You can see this is the panoramic one, so you have the side windows as well. Those do not auto darkening. Those are naturally a little darker than the center, and then the center is going to auto darken. So you got to be careful while you're welding. Just make sure that your sight is right in the middle. I do like the fact that the controls are on the side. Sometimes it's a little difficult when the controls are on the inside. Then it's not as easy to make your adjustments. So it's kind of nice that they're on the outside. That's the amperage, so I'm going to turn the amps all the way down. This is how I have the wires set up. That was a quick tack, that worked pretty good. Slipped a little. Oh, burned through a little bit. Burned through a couple times, but you just gotta be careful. Huh, that's pretty good. Alright, put this piece of metal in here. I'll tack this on. So I tack welded this on right here. Now this is very thin metal to be using this welder for. I should probably be using the TIG, the lift TIG option, but it worked pretty good. This panel's on there solid now, but it's seems like I should be using thicker metal for this. This is only 22 gauge, which is really thin. So that's why I'm burning a little bit of holes, but it did what I needed it to do. Alright, so I made this bracket. This metal's a little thicker, so this should work a little better. I made a couple holes where I'm going to do some tack welds, and then I'll just weld it on the top of it. And that's going to go right here. And that's a support for the running boards. So I just want to make sure that looks good. Yeah, it's tack welded in there. That's solid. I'm just gonna tack weld the bottom part. That's good. That's a good support for the rest. So that's good. It's almost a little bit too powerful for what I'm doing. Just with sheet metal. If you had some thicker metal, maybe it might work a little better for you. It might not burn through so much, but I have it on the lowest setting. Overall, it works good. The helmet works great. I really like the helmet. It's nice the adjustments are on the outside. Just watch out if you hit that switch on the side while you're welding, it's gonna shut the weld setting off and go to grind. I did it a couple times. That's the only reason why I'm saying it. So, but definitely a cool helmet. It looks cool, and it's got the side, the panoramic view. Definitely check this stuff out. There'll be links in the description. Arccaptain. The gloves work great. They're pretty thick. I'm not feeling any of the heat through the gloves, so that's cool. But thanks, Arccaptain. Definitely check this out. There'll be links in the description. Alright, so there's a lot of work left to do on this, but that bracket looks pretty good, and I got that other bracket in behind the door. Right there. There's a little bit of a gap there. I'm just gonna fill that in with some fiberglass. But what do you think? Is this repairable? Is this something you would attack? You can't go to a body shop, they're not gonna touch it. They don't like rust. I've got shooed away by body shops before for rust, so something you just gotta plug away at and fix yourself. I'm gonna end up cutting all this and finishing that. I got a spot there and back there. I already fixed the fender, so that looks pretty good, and we'll just paint it all at once. I'm not gonna paint the whole car, just the areas that I need to. But stay tuned for future videos on this rust repair project and see how it ends up coming out. Thanks, guys.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.